Alexander, and today we're going to be talking about audio. This is the
Audio Shack.
Audio Shack, and today we're going to be talking about what's better, analog or digital, with my friend Ezra.
Yeah, hey, I'm the co-host.
Yep, Ezra's going to be the co-host.
Cool. So, digital or analog, it's a pretty good question. In my opinion, as my friend Alex said earlier, digital is kind of like a bed sheet. This is my take. Digital is like a bed sheet. Digital is clean, it's smooth, and it's soft, but it's not very warm, and it's not very comforting. You can't sleep in a bed made out of just bed sheets. You need blankets. Whereas analog is blankets. You see, analog is warm, it's fuzzy, it's crackly, it's soft, and it's comforting. So, in my opinion, I definitely prefer analog. Simply because, I don't know, I just prefer analog. Granted, a lot of things that are analog are not purely analog. Like, for instance, a record.
Yes.
Most records are made with digital mixing machines, even though they're in analog format. So, I think that it's definitely a lot more nuanced than just formats being analog or digital. Like, records nowadays are digital, but, they make CDs with CD players with tubes in them.
Yeah.
And it's just very different.
Yes.
Although I definitely prefer my music to be at least partially analog.
Yes.
What do you think, Alex? Tell me your opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I like analog better than digital, but the only time I would ever use digital is for recording on reel-to-reel or cassettes or any type of format that I can record on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or when you're listening to Spotify, right?
Yeah, but I don't really do that.
What?
I don't really do that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Because I usually just listen to my records or my recorded reel-to-reels or my recorded cassettes.
Yeah, I definitely prefer putting my records on.
Huh?
I definitely prefer putting my records on
Yeah.
to
Now,
putting it on Spotify.
shall we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, the other thing we're talking about today is,
Tubes and chips. Tubes or chips?
yeah, tubes or chips. So, Alex, why don't you start us off with this one?
Okay. Personally, I don't have anything that my hi-fi doesn't have any tubes. I'm pretty sure. But, even though it's just kind of biased because I've never heard tubes, but I still like tubes. I love tubes. They sound better, they sound warmer. And
In my
overall,
opinion,
just better than chips.
In my opinion, I think that I've heard that tubes sound warmer and richer, but I definitely think that it depends on what you're looking for. See, if you're looking for something that's cheap, something that's affordable, and something that still sounds great, I think that chips are for you. But if you're some kind of audio purist, like me and Alex here, and you just want to hear the most old school wave music possible, and you want a nice, warm, rich, friendly sound, I think tubes are for you, potentially. I think that chips make things easier, and that chips still can make some great receivers. But I definitely think that tubes are the more prized of the two.
Especially in preamps, tubes are very iconic with preamps and
Preamps, yeah.
And my dad, he basically has a Macintosh hi-fi system, And the thing is that the way he displays is in a rack, a wooden rack. And when he opens, and when he takes the whole component out, it doesn't have a top. You can just see all the tubes and components, and it just looks, it looks amazing. That's the one thing about tubes.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember that. Sci-fi is awesome.
Yeah, tubes. A thing is with tubes is they not only do they sound good, they look really cool.
Yeah, tubes definitely look pretty cool, although you definitely have to consider that there's a little bit of a space factor too.
Yeah.
Because with chips, with tubes and chips, there's definitely a space factor and a quality factor. You see, here's the way I think about it. Right now, with the digital age, we're kind of getting a lot more heavily into the digital age.
Yes.
And everybody's constantly focusing on making computer chips smaller, faster, stronger, and better. That way you can get better processing and better quality. Now, you might be thinking or asking, hey, how does this relate to hi-fi and tubes and chips? Well, it relates to hi-fi very intimately, I believe.
Yes.
Because, you see, with tubes definitely take up more space. And although they may sound warmer and richer and fuzzier, you will always be able to get a higher quality with chips. And that's simply because they're smaller.
Yes.
They're smaller, they're easier to pack into more room, and they're smaller, they're better. Although there's definitely an aesthetic to tubes. I mean, some people swear by it and whatnot. And personally, I think tubes are all fine and dandy. It's just, I don't have the money for them.
Yes, that's the thing. The cost for tubes is way high. It's a lot more higher demand. It's way more expensive.
Yeah, they look awesome, but they cost too much for something that you can get with chips for cheaper and for a little bit better sound quality too.
Yeah.
Although that's only because chips are smaller. If you got the same amount of tubes, it'd be a little bit different. But
Yeah.
in my opinion, in the debate of tubes or chips, I'd go with tubes if I had the money. Although I'd do a lot of things if I had the money. But I don't have the money, so I think I'm going to go with chips on this one.
Yeah. Ezra, shall we move on to the next one? Because we're running out of tape on the micro cassette.
Yeah. What's the next one?
Disc or tape? Now,
Disc.
personally, I like tape way better than disc.
I like disc way better because the records are the original format. The disc is first, the discs sound warmer, the discs sound fuzzier. Tapes are all well and good, but I like discs. There's no feeling like putting a record fresh on your turntable, playing it, whatnot, and then just listening to it, play for a little bit while you lay down on the couch, and think about nothing.
Well, here's the thing when you get to tape. With tape, okay, are we going by like a sound quality, or are we just going from like aesthetic?
We're going by both. We're going by whichever we like more.
Personally, I like tape, especially reel-to-reel. Reel-to-reel, to me, tape sounds way better than disc. I mean, vinyl, in particular.
In my opinion, tapes can sound better than discs, although they don't necessarily sound better than discs. Remember, CDs are discs.
Yes.
I won't bet you that a CD sounds better. I'll bet you that I have CDs, and if you recorded the exact same album on a reel tool that I have on CD, it sounds better on CD as long as the CD is well maintained and the reel tool well maintained.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why, so that disc is recorded from like a mixer. I'm just recording this off Spotify, so of course the sound quality would be more greater than the tape.
Okay, you had a tape that was, if you had a master tape, which those are very rare, by the way.
Yes.
You had a master tape, which is like a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a whatever of the original master tape starting to get bad. And I'd agree with you, it would definitely sound better than any given CD.
Yeah.
Although if you had a master tape, if you had a master, if you had like an original master recording of a CD, it'd probably sound better than a normal reel-to-reel. Although if you compare an original master recording of a CD to original master tape,
Well, here's the thing.
I personally think that the tape would sound better. Although, here's the other thing. Tapes are not exclusive just to reel-to-reel. Tapes also include cassettes. But, in my opinion, cassettes don't sound nearly as good as records do, or as CDs do.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think cassettes sound way better than records.
Okay, if the record is clean and it's not scratched, and if the tape, if the record is clean and not scratched, I definitely disagree.
Well, then you go to metal tapes and then you record them on Dolby. Then they sound way better.
Maybe, but if you're gonna do that, why not just listen to a CD instead? Way less money.
Well, I don't have a CD player. Yeah. I need to get a CD player. But I just haven't found the right CD player to put into my vintage hi-fi setup that I have. And I just don't really think I could find one. Trust me, I do want to. It's just I can't find one anywhere.
Okay.
It's hard.
I recommend looking on Facebook Marketplace every now and then. I recommend looking on eBay. And honestly, you're probably not find one online faster than you find one in real life. But if you find one in real life, all the best to you, man. I got a real pretty looking silver CD player, and I love it.
Yeah, but if, for instance, the CD player you have, if I put that into my collection, it would stand out like a sore thumb. It would not go with my vintage setup.
Honestly, I actually think the CD player I have might go with your hi-fi better than you think, but we have to bring it over, and I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah. So, if I was going to get a CD player, I would get a really nice vintage Sony one from the 80s. Like a silver one. Kind of like the one that you showed me that I can't believe it sold already for $100. I would love to get that. That was the one.
Yeah, why didn't you buy that? Why didn't you get that one?
Because I was saving up for it, but then someone bought it.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, you probably get the money saved up before you buy the CD player.
It's $100. That would take maybe 3 or 5 weeks.
So, you save up for 3 weeks or whatever, maybe 5 weeks, and then you find the CD player. But trust me, Alex, it's always going... What you should do is you should save up for 3 to 5 weeks, and then you should set the money aside, and start, and then you can just keep making more money and use that money for whatever else, but keep the money set aside for that special CD player. You could also do that with whatever other stereo equipment.
Yeah. So, we have a lot more room on the micro cassette than I thought we were gonna have, so we could talk about other stuff.
Okay, yeah, so...
Oh, well, let's talk about, music genres or artists.
You know what? Right now, I'll tell you what I want to talk about. The scenery I'm looking at right now. Currently, I'm coming to you guys from, I don't even know where, in Maine. From Belfast in Maine.
Oh, Belfast.
Yeah, Belfast. And it's really beautiful looking. There's trees and great green grass and beautiful scenery everywhere. But, what I was saying. So the scenery is quite beautiful, although I'm going to use this podcast as a little bit of an excuse to talk about some of my favorite songs that I just heard recently that I know Alex hasn't heard. So one of them that I need to recommend to Alex is Different Drum, and another one is Age of Aquarius.
Ah.
Those are both great songs.
Hold on, Ezra. Before you talk, what I was thinking is that we could just talk about like different kind of like genres of music that we're getting into, and then you can talk about it, and then I can talk about it.
That makes sense enough. Look at that beautiful ocean. You know, every time that's a lake? Oh, man. Lake St. George. What do you know? You know, every time I look at the ocean on the East Coast, and I think about, all I can think about is Atlantic Records.
Atlantic Records.
Yeah, it makes me think of Led Zeppelin 3 for some reason.
I love that record label.
Yeah, Atlantic, it's a good record label. It just makes me think of Led Zeppelin 3, Long Way to the Ocean on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I love that record label. Now, back to the music.
Oh, yes. So, recently, and this is a little bit off topic, so forgive me, but a few months ago, I think, I found this amazing Led Zeppelin 2 album. Great condition on the record, like it looks brand new as far as the record goes. There are no scratches or scuffs, but the cover was in decent condition, but the record looked amazing. Sorry, off topic. But as far as music genres and artists I've been getting into recently, I've been listening to a lot more 60s artists. For instance, The Fifth Dimension or The Grassroots or whatever, right? But I also really like a lot of music from the 90s. I mean, I like Nirvana. I love Green Day. Green Day is an amazing band. Green Day is phenomenal. Yeah, I like some music from the 90s. I like a lot of music from the 80s too. Although personally the 70s, the 60s and 70s will always be my favorite.
Same.
What about you, Alex?
So, the music I've been kind of getting into, it's Pink Floyd. I mean, I know I'm into Pink Floyd, but I'm talking about a kind of a specific genre of Pink Floyd. I'm talking about their earlier stuff from the 60s to very late 70s.
Psychedelic stuff.
Yeah, their psychedelic era. So, ever since I've got Pink Floyd at Pompeii, I've just been listening to their more older albums, because on Pink Floyd at Pompeii, there's a lot of songs that I've never heard from Pink Floyd, and I love Pink Floyd, and they're just songs from back then, in the 60s, early 60s, and I'm like, not early 60s, late 60s, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, this sounds incredible, the sounds are just amazing.
Personally, I like Pink Floyd's golden era, that being Dark Side of the Moon to the Wall.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's the golden era of Pink Floyd. There's nothing you can say against it. I mean, you have consistent bangers like Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, Animal, The Wall.
Yeah. I mean, that is my favorite era, but I also like their earlier era, their more psychedelic stuff, because it's really good. I mean, it's heavily underrated.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Because
Their earlier stuff is good. I agree with you. Their earlier stuff is good and all. You can't beat the golden age.
Yeah. You know, I really recommend you listening to more of their early albums from the 60s, like Metal, Obscured by Clouds, Pepper Gates at Dawn, and yeah, those are some good albums. I'm trying to think.
I made that.
But Saucer of Secrets.
Saucer Full of Secrets.
Yeah, I can never pronounce that album. It's crazy. And okay, it's my least favorite album by Pink Floyd, Amagama. But the disc one, it's actually pretty good. It's just a bunch of live songs, but they're really good live songs.
What is?
What?
What is?
So on Amagama, it's a 2-record album, and on the first record, it has side 2, side 1. They're both live concerts that they put on the record. So, and some of those songs, they're really all the songs on that disc, the first disc of Amagama, they're amazing. There's I think it's all the songs on that disc. They're on Pink Floyd at Pompeii, and they're really good.
Nice, man, nice.
But then,
how much more time do we have on the tape?
Let me check. Hold on. Let me go into the light. So, and then on Amagama, it goes into, oh god, disc 2, and it just goes downhill with the first song. It just sucks. The only song I like off of the second is Grantchester's Garden, which is actually pretty good.
Can I talk for a bit now?
Yeah, we have some a little bit more tape left.
A little bit more table? Okay. So, one of my favorite bands of all time is Beatles. They're just phenomenal, and for the longest time, I was a walking encyclopedia.
Yes.
Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the Beatles, and I still know some fun facts, but not the way I used to. You see, the Beatles are great. And one of my favorite Beatles albums, if not my favorite Beatles albums, is the White Album. Never, ever go wrong with the White Album, unless it's Revolution Number 9.
Oh god.
I've met some people who like that song, and
Wait, hold on. You met people who like that song?
several.
Who?
I forget their name, but
Like at school?
some old men, small men. I've met some people who like that song, and it's just, I don't care for it. Some people can dig it. I definitely don't. In my opinion, Revolution Number 9 never should have even seen the light of day.
Yes.
It should have literally just been replaced by Hey Jude.
It's like if you got the disc 2 on Amagama and just crammed it all into 8 minutes.
You can think about it like that. You can say that. You're right.
Wow, you're glitching out. Ezra? Hello, Ezra. Ezra. You there? Yeah, something happened. I'm gonna try to call him back. Okay. Something happened, but yeah. What happened?
I don't know. What happened to you?
Oh, you just started glitching out and then it just hung up.
Oh, Sam Hill. You good? Is tape still going?
Yeah, tape's still gone.
Okay then.
So yeah.
Sorry people, we're doing this over the phone because we cannot be together right now. We're several thousand miles apart. But personally, the rest of the White Album is all fine and dandy. I love the rest of the White Album. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
But Revolution Number 9 ruins the whole thing for me. And Good Night is like chloroform in audio form.
Good Night's really good.
Good Night is fine and all. I don't have anything against Good Night. It's like chloroform condensed into a song, like put into a song.
Yeah. Because
It
the thing is that it starts off, you have to when you're listening to the record, either you have to listen to the whole song or pick up the needle and put it onto Good Night. And that just kind of ruins the whole experience of listening to the album because you have to get up.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, you can't?
No.
So, the thing is that when you're playing the White Album, you go on to disc 2, and then you flip over to the last side, and then you're listening to, I forgot what the song is before Revolution number 9, but it goes on, you hear the weird noises that start Revolution number 9, and then you're like, ugh, what's this? And then you have to go over to your record player, pick up the needle, and then put it on to Good Night.
I mean,
that kind of ruins the whole experience of listening through the whole album. But you want to listen to the whole album.
That.
What?
You could definitely do that, but I mean, one time when I first got the album, I put it on my record player, and it was I woke up that morning, put it on my record player, because it was the weekend, I think. Or no, it was some kind of day off, so I woke up, put it on my record player, and just listened to it all the way through. For 2 hours, I was listening to the White Album. I didn't do anything else. I just listened to the White Album. Wasn't on the background. It was the center focus, was that album. And when it got to Revolution number 9, and I knew it was coming, I just listened. I just sat through it, and I just went, I wonder how they made these noises back in the day.
I think John Lennon had to splice some tapes, get scissors and cut a tape out, cut the other tape and put it onto another, I think.
That was part of what he did, yeah.
Turn left onto Turner Ridge Road.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Alex?
No.
Okay, good. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I actually have some music going on in the background. But I'm keeping it to a dull roar.
Next left onto Turner Ridge Road.
Did you hear that?
A little bit, a tiny bit.
Okay, that's good. I hope so. Oh yeah, as I was saying,
Turner Ridge Road for 6 miles.
oh my goodness.
So,
Yeah, I'm getting under my jacket now.
okay.
As I was saying, I love the White Album, and whatnot, but Revolution number 9 is pretty weird. I don't even skip it most of the time. I just listen through it.
Yeah, I have done that sometimes. But then when my mom is walking by, I was like, I don't want my mom to think I listen to this type of music, so I just go over to my record player and just go, Good Night. Because it's if you get, if anybody just catches you listening to that song and they don't know about the Beatles, they'd be like, what is wrong with you?
Okay, Alex, with all due respect, you're worried about your mom catching you listening to Good Night, but not Why Don't We Do It in the Road?
Why don't we do it in the road? I was thinking about that song while I was going to bed last night. I was like, what? I just imagined it in my head, why would someone do it in the road?
It's a weird song, though, babe.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, Come Together is playing on the radio.
Come together, boom, 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 right now.
Is the tape still going?
Yeah.
Did you have to flip it yet?
No. I don't think we're gonna flip it.
Okay, we need more things to talk about then.
Yeah.
This is pretty boring.
It's getting really close to the end of the tape, though.
Okay, fine. So, yeah, this is getting pretty boring. We need to talk about something. Okay, let me think of a good one. Oh. Okay. I got something.
Okay.
This is a question for the audience. This is leave a comment or whatever. But question for the audience, leave a comment, right? Would you rather buy a brand new turntable, all fixed up, whatnot, and that's working perfectly for a lot of money, or would you rather pay less money for a still really, really good turntable that's a little bit broken and that's a fixer-upper? Like, it still works, it still plays, it's a fixer-upper, you know?
Yeah, it's a little gunky.
Would you rather pay more money for the one that's all perfect, or pay less money for the one that's a little bit of a fixer-upper?
Yeah. Hey, Ezra, I think we're gonna end the tape soon, because it's getting really close to the end. So let's say goodbye to the viewers.
See ya. I wonder if people will even watch this video.
Who knows?
That's our first podcast
Yes, this is gonna be our first podcast. This is gonna be episode 1.
of Audio Shack.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment if you want to about the question that Ezra
Please
said.
comment.
Yeah, please comment
Please
on the
comment.
video.
We really like reading it. Seriously, Alex will like. I will always beg Alex for him to read me the comments. It's really fun.
Yeah, I love reading your guys' comments. Especially on my first video, where it's just like some spearfishing